Hey, what's up my peeps and peepettes? This is your King Raiders Power here at the reviewing station for the next video review of Series 3 Power Rangers 6-inch Legacy Collection action figures that just arrived at GameStop, of all places. But yeah, it is the last member of the Mighty Morphin family, and it is Tommy as the White Ranger. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know that I'm a little disappointed with this figure, and you'll see why in just a moment. So before we take a look at the action figure at hand, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging as partake of every single video review when I can, how I can, why I can, and I choose to do so because that's how I roll on this channel. So here's the front of the packaging. Basically, it's everything that is the same of all the Legacy figures out of this series, except that it's got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers here, limited edition, Legacy Collection, White Ranger. We got one exclusive accessory in this set, which doesn't really add up to $20, but okay, whatever. And we got a nice profile image of the White Ranger making up the front of the packaging for this figure's box. It's nice looking, I really like it. So, yep. That's basically the front. Onto the back of the packaging, which has really got nothing to do with the White Ranger figure out of this series. He's not part of the Build-A-Figure line, so anyway, you got your words, text, your Rangers, showcasing every single part that they come with, and notice nothing's highlighted here, none of the parts, because again, White Ranger comes with absolutely nothing of this series. And for the other figures to come out of Series 3, we've got Yellow Ranger, White Ranger of Mighty Morphin, we got In Space, Black Ranger and Blue Ranger, and Pink Ranger, which I do have. Black Ranger and Blue Ranger I'll have to go back and get this weekend if they're still there, because I didn't have enough. So, there we go, that's it for the packaging. Now let's bring in Tommy, the White Ranger, and I'm going to go ahead and start this off at a good point by doing a brief side-by-side comparisons with Tommy the Green Ranger compared to Tommy the White Ranger, and of course the Series 3 partner, Yellow Ranger. So there's that. As you can see, the difference in the scale between a male and a female action figure out of this line, it's not much, but hey, it makes sense. And then, of course, for some reason, the Green Ranger's taller than the White Ranger, at least going by my eyes, because apparently his legs crooked, his are straight, sort of, even if they are splayed out, still straight. His are bent up, out of packaging, but that's to be expected. So yeah, I'll give him the blow dryer treatment later on. So that's basically going to be your size comparisons for this review. I see no reason to bring in the other Rangers out of this line. I've done it plenty of times. I did it in the last video review. So if you want to see a brief side-by-side comparisons with all 7 Mighty Morphin Rangers out of this Legacy collection, go check out the Yellow Rangers review. So anyway, with that said, it's not much to the charm of the White Ranger figure. It's not as good as the Green Ranger, which is kind of a letdown, because I really did like the White Ranger a whole lot more than the Green Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and that's just my taste, okay? I know other people would disagree and say that the Green Ranger's better than the White Ranger, but that didn't work out for me in any way. So, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the design of the White Ranger figure, which is really hiding behind the actual backdrop of this review station. I am so sorry about that. White on white is not really a good idea, but hey, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be perfect, but yeah, everything seems to be there. Looks pretty good. He's even painted on the back for his shield, which obviously is just black. Everything else is just the color of the plastic, which this is gold, obviously, and these would be gold as well, and obviously his suit is white, so not much else to really say. But, you know, the slack of actually having the panel line here on his buckler being painted black, which it's not, is kind of disappointing. And, I mean, it's just, you really gotta scratch your head and wonder why Bandai America couldn't just go do and be done with it. I mean, would this really cost them an extra dime or something? I'm just saying. Everything else seems to be fully painted, so why'd they skip out on the buckler? I don't get it. But whatever, let's go ahead and get to the articulation on this Ranger. So just like all the other male Rangers of this line, he's got a swivel head. Or should I just say every single Ranger out of this line, because the female Rangers have this too. So we got a hinge joint for up and down movement at the neck. We got ball jointed shoulders, which are hindered because of his shield, but whatever. I mean, if you play around with it, you can get him to splay out this way, but it is what it is. We have a nice bicep swivel cut at the bicep. That makes sense. Double jointed elbows, which is always a plus. We've also got ball jointed wrists for the hands of the White Ranger figure. We also have, for some reason, a swivel cut here at this forward arm section, which I don't understand why that is. It really doesn't help anything at all. But hey, it's there. It's there. So anyway, we got an ab crunch section for the White Ranger with this much forward, which is probably the best one to come out of the male Ranger molds of the Legacy series. And this much going back, which looks weird, but hey, it is what it is. And then we got a nice swivel cut at the waist section, which does go all the way around. It's not hindered by his buckler. And then we got ball jointed legs for this much forward. And this much back, which isn't much at all. We do have a nice kicking position here. You know, you can get a full-on splits if you want it, so you can go all JCVD on you. So there's that. And then we got a thigh cut here, which is nice. Double jointed knees. We've also got a swivel cut at the boot section, which is great. And then we've got a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet. And then, of course, there's the beautiful ankle rocker pivot, which is not on par with Marvel Legends, but it's getting somewhere. And that's really it. Now, let's talk about his accessory that he comes with. The one and only accessory that he's supposed to come with. The exclusive accessory. What is it? What were they mentioning on the package? It's Saba. There you go. There's the downfall with this action figure right there. For something that is being trademarked as the exclusive accessory here, it had to be Saba, his primary weapon, his weapon of choice, his companion to Tiger Zord. Saba? Really? Saba is the exclusive accessory? Considering that Saba is the only weapon to come with the White Ranger in any single way possible, you're counting him as an exclusive accessory. So if he wasn't an exclusive accessory, Saba would not come with this pack and the White Ranger would just come with his little holster for Saba. That's it? Yeah, like that makes any sense. I was expecting like the Green Ranger for the White Ranger to at least have some interchangeable hands, like alternate hands where he's got like a, I don't know, a clawing pose or something that he does in the show that we could recreate with the figure, but that's not the case. I guess I can understand why he didn't come with alternate hands, considering that some people are actually breaking their Green Ranger figures' hands by trying to interchange them. Maybe it just didn't work out too well and Bandai changed their mind about it, but to consider Saba an exclusive accessory when he is the only weapon that the White Ranger actually has in the show, fuck you, Bandai America. You hear me? Fuck you. That is a cheap-ass shot. Cheap-ass shot. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Saba so we can wrap this video up. You know, for what it is, he is nicely painted. He is missing some details, obviously. Some gold trimming going on here with the black and some detail that should have been painted here on his actual headpiece, but, you know, whatever. At least his eyes are painted nice. Yeah, that's actually pretty good and pretty small. The fact that somebody could actually get a brush in there and paint in something that small, pretty good. Not much else to really say. Nice detail on it, obviously. If the weapon didn't have any detail, then there's no reason to have this weapon. But for what it is, the figure holds it pretty good. And if you wanted to know how in the world he can actually slot this into his holster, considering that this is not his storage mode for Saba, well, they kind of cheated as well. They actually slit the back here where you can actually fit Saba inside like so. Knock him off if you so choose. So yeah, there's a bit of a gap in the back when you've got the figure posing from behind, if you choose to. I don't know how many people actually do that, but yeah, it is a bit of an eyesore. But hey, for the gimmick, it works just fine. If it saves them a buck, I guess. And yeah, this is pretty weak on my figure. I'm going to have to tighten this up with some super glue or something special. But, yeah, that's basically it. There's not much else to really say about this figure. I've said everything that I wanted, from the good things to the bad things to the horrible decisions. But, hey, Again, it's Bandai of America, just trying things, a trial and error. Everybody goes through it in life. Hopefully they will find their place eventually in this line, and I can stop saying that I like these figures and start saying I love these figures. Maybe Zeo, maybe Dino Thunder. Give me Wild Force and I probably will love you then, even if they aren't the best. I mean, I am a huge Wild Force fan. I'd love to see them a part of this Legacy series soon enough. But yeah, anyway, with that said, not much else to really say here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. I'm done with this review. I can recommend this figure. If you are so anxious and you really need this figure right now, instead of holding off until they start really showing up in mass quantities at retail stores, check out GameStop. That's where everybody's finding them. That's how I found them. Special credit goes to Ranger Board one more time for posting on Twitter about the figures being found there. I would not have them in hand today if it wasn't for them, so big thumbs up to you. I'll make it 2. So that's it. Questions, comments, you know, do hit it down below in the comment section of this video. If you like today's video review, hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see other video reviews similar to the one that you're seeing here today. From the reviewing station, this is your King Red Power signing off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me.